Have you ever gotten some petty revenge? I think all revenge could be technically petty, but if you got a story, I want to hear it down in the comments. I'm trying to think if I've ever done anything like that. Don't think I have. Although I wish I did. I truly wish I did. There is like one specific moment in my life where I'm like, ooh, there was something real petty I wanted to do and I never did it. And I kind of regret it. I wish I chose petty. Grab your beverage of choice. Hydration time, everybody. Cucumber water for me. What's in your cup? Hope you're having a good day. My younger sister was notorious for shaving in the tub and not rinsing it out when she was done. Oh, we're talking about
pubic hair.
I thought we were talking about leg hair. Pubes everywhere. One day she was taking a bath and I asked her to rinse when she was done because I planned on taking a bath afterwards. She told me to F off. So I reached in my pants. What? I reached in my pants, snipped off a chunk of pubes. What is happening? Tossed them in the tub with her and walked out. Y'all. Some of y'all are too comfortable on the internet, okay? This is wild behavior. I have sisters. There was a whole wackadoodle bunch of us, all right? Never in my life would I even consider doing that. So this one's a little surprised. I really don't know how to react to this because I'm like, I can't believe what I just read on the internet right now. Like, what is happening? My roommate kept using all my baby wipes and toothpaste, wouldn't replace them, and just told me to hide it if I didn't want him to use it. Oh, it's a him. A couple days ago, he said he has a girl coming over and would like to get some action and to leave him alone. About an hour before she came over, I pretended to leave for the night, and 5 minutes later, I snuck back in while he was making dinner for the both of them. I hid in my room knowing that at some point in the night, she would ask to use the bathroom and I needed to take a dump. So 45 minutes goes by and she arrives and I am just waiting. About 2 hours after she gets there, I hear him go take a pee. Ah, perfect. He went first. Now, time to take a big fat dump. I run into the bathroom and crap as quietly as I possibly can. A huge load. Thank you for the details. And I don't flush or put the lid down because, you know, we want the smell to just linger in the air. Exactly 28 minutes go by and whoop, there she goes into the bathroom. She was in there for exactly 6 seconds and came out. 7 minutes later, she leaves. Guess who isn't getting any action? Yo. I got a feeling this video is gonna be a wild one. My, oh my. We are on some wild subjects today. We are talking about pubic hair. We're talking about, but like, what has my channel been? Someone in my office would always crush lunches with his gigantic lunch box. Either he ate bricks or lead, I don't know. But I always came to the office fridge and found that my lunch was in pieces. So after 3 bouts of this and numerous notes from myself and other colleagues, I carefully removed his lunchbox, emptied the contents, which were a gigantic sandwich, a Twinkie, chips, some vegetable pieces, and a few other bits, and ran them over with my car. I carefully packed it back in and put it back. He kept his lunch in a cooler by his cube from then on. I'm trying to picture, okay, we got a huge sandwich would have some weight to it. A Twinkie and chips, not much. Vegetable and a few other things, like, I don't know. So I'm like, why was it that heavy? But also, you can't put your lunch on like top of someone else's. It's gonna squish. I always brought 2 small sandwiches to school so I could have one at lunch and one in the study hall since our teacher let us eat in that class. One day as I'm about to eat my sandwich, I get up to use the bathroom. As I walk back in the classroom, I see a kid in front of me eating my sandwich. I'm pretty annoyed. Well, yeah. So I confront him politely and he denies it completely. I left my sandwich on my desk the next day just to make sure it was him. And what do you know? It is. So on the 3rd day, I hatched a plan. I put habanero cheese on my sandwich and then doused it all in ghost pepper sauce. I leave my trap sandwich on my desk and get up to use the restroom. This time I take as long as I can and end up wandering the halls of school because my study hall teacher would only let one guy leave the class at a time, even for water. After about 10 minutes, I come back into the class to be greeted by the sandwich thief, crying hysterically with a bright red face waiting for the hall pass. He was in the bathroom for the rest of the day. That is why you don't steal sandwiches. One of my teachers, well, we were never allowed to eat in class. I don't know if you guys were allowed to eat in class in high school, but I was hungry, so naturally I didn't follow all the rules and I started eating an apple. And my religion teacher at the time he had this funny voice. He was a lovely man and he was like, Jocelyn, in front of the whole class, Jocelyn, put away the groceries. Because I would always just try to eat fruit in his class, like any chance I could. I'd be like trying to, so it became our class joke for like the rest of the year. We were always like, Jocelyn, Put away the groceries. Anyways, if you're out there, Miss Houlihan, hope you're well. I once had a colleague I hated. He was very condescending and really arrogant, so I put an extra Bluetooth receiver in his computer for computer mouse and kept the mouse in my drawer. I would just open my drawer and it would mess his stuff right up. Kept it going for like 2 months. He was about to murder the world when I thought I better stop. That is genius. So you attach Bluetooth into his computer, attach it to the mouse, but that mouse is in your desk, so he don't even got a clue. And he's probably wondering, thinking it's paranormal. His computer is having a freaking exorcism. I would be tripping balls if my computer just started doing things on its own. I'd be like, hacked! I need a new computer. Ooh, that'd be spooky. I got fired from a job at a bar that has a nice fancy jukebox. Why did I think it was a jukebox? No, that's gonna bother me. Is that really it? Jukebox? But it said, oh, I'll be damned. It's a jukebox. If you have the app, you can just pick songs on your credit card and they'll play. If you hit play next on a song, even if they turn the jukebox off, it'll play when it starts back up. It's also unskippable. They lost the master remote, which lets you skip songs. So if someone chooses a song everyone else hates, there's nothing at all that you can do. The owner does inventory every Tuesday night. It also happens to be a busy night because they do pool tournaments and it usually gets packed. I got 20 bucks in credits and that usually gives me about 18 unskippable songs. Oh boy. Plus more depending if the app gives you credits. I picked a remix of Cotton Eye Joe, oh my god, which comes in at around 7 minutes a pop. 2 hours of hearing the same song has killed their business on Tuesdays. Even if they unplug it, it's still, oh my gosh, it'll still play when they plug it back up. I've been doing it for 2 months so far. Oh my gosh, you're shutting down the business. Oh my god, but like you got fired, so what do you care at that point? If you got fired, you got no attachment left to that place. Oh, Cotton Eye Joe, let's be real, one of the most annoying songs ever, but like also a vibe. I had a good old time. The Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you? And then you have to stand in a circle and do the dance. And then when you go up to someone, you'd pick them. And did you guys do that? Or are you looking at me like I'm crazy? Well, you probably always do that, but we'd all stand in a circle. And if you were selected, whoever started, and then you go and pick a person, and they have to partner up with you, and they gotta and go around and skip, you know, howdy doodle day, and then they switch. You take the spot in the circle and they're in the center. If you didn't do it, it was a good time, I'm not gonna lie. A guy at work pissed me off. I placed this Craigslist ad with his phone number. 2 free goats. Hablas Español? He spent the rest of the day getting calls every 15 minutes or so. That many people wanted free goats? A goat would be a cute little pet. I had a boss whom I couldn't stand. One day she banned microwave popcorn in the office because she hated the smell. Melting butter is one of the best smells that exists. I want it in a candle. About a month later, I bought one of those USB drives that has scented oil inside. Scented like butter popcorn. I plugged it in the side of her desktop. Took her 6 months to figure it out. Whoa, USB drives that have scented oil inside. Is that safe for your computer? My ex cheated with a married man. He now lives with her. He is a POS. But anyway, I still have logged in for her DVR. I logged in, erased all her shows, then recorded only the show Cheaters. Petty, but it makes me laugh. That is clever. The ultimate revenge on a cheater, yes. Play them. Cheaters. We were sitting by a pool once and a woman stood over my wife and started spraying sunscreen all over herself and my wife. We asked her nicely to move, please, and she ignored us and kept spraying. When we left, I took one of her flip-flops with me. Oh, that's the worst when you lose one flip-flop. It's like losing one of your socks in the wash, man. Especially when the cement by the pool is all hot and then you can't walk on it when you come out of the pool because it's so freaking hot. Oh, she better run for her life. There was a guy in my office who was highly suspected of eating from people's lunches, and one day I caught him eating my sandwich. There was a Justin Bieber concert in our city a few days away and another one fairly close by a few nights later. I'm jealous. I miss Biebs. I took out multiple ads from my phone in several cities online saying I had 2 tickets to give away at cost. I put in his company email address and the work number as the contact info and said to call in and ask for Scotty Too Hottie with your best Justin Bieber fan story to get the tickets. Oh my god. Almost immediately, the company phone starts lighting up with teenage girls or their mothers and fathers calling in for Scotty Too Hottie. We must have had like 100 calls in the first hour alone. I could hear him telling people, I don't have any tickets to any show, and absolutely freaking out on every caller. Soon the manager called him into the office because of all the calls. Never F with a man hands sandwich. You know what? I gotta give it to these people for creativity. I would never be able to think of something like that. We had a guy in our office take a crap in the bathroom every day after lunch and it would stink up the whole office. Aha! More poop stories. I was lacking them. The manager asked everyone who needed to vacate their bowels to please use the lobby bathroom since our office was small and we only had the one bathroom. He didn't listen. Fortunately, he was like clockwork. So 5 minutes before he went in, I took all the toilet paper. That's right. I forced the man to live with a dirty butt. That is sick. That physically makes me like feel sick. Kid stole my water bottle. I opened it up and left it inside his backpack. Ooh, everything is soaked, especially if there's a bunch of papers and schoolwork in there. You know, soaked. Ruined. Ink everywhere, pencil ruined, destroyed. I was staying in an older hotel. The elevator was very small, very old school, and had signage everywhere about how you couldn't operate it with more than 4 people. I'd also been stuck in there twice already that weekend. The elevator would just stop between floors. Mine did that to me once. Terrifying. On a Sunday morning, I waited for the elevator for quite a while. It was pretty slow. It arrives, I hop in, and a family of 5 walks up to the elevator and follows me in. They were all large people, and they all had huge suitcases. Oh no. I politely pointed out the sign and said that I'd already been stuck in the elevator twice, and that we should split the group into 2. They laughed and said they were all staying on. Welp, I thought, enjoy your ride. I proceeded to run up the stairs and hit the call button on every single floor. The best part was that I could hear them complaining from the stairwell every time the elevator opened and nobody was there. Petty revenge never felt so good. But did they get stuck? That's what I want to know. Listing a PlayStation 4 as brand new on multiple secondhand goods website for $50. I used my old landlord's phone number as the contact number because F that guy, he had to change numbers. Oh my God. You know what? If you are thinking about doing something petty, here's a whole list of ideas, everybody. They didn't come from me. Well, they did, but like secondhand. So I'm not taking on any guilt for them. Okay? I'm out of here, you guys. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. And I'll see you tomorrow.